How Marion Works, a podcast series dedicated to informing you of the inner workings in all areas of Marion government and public services. Thank you for listening. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 12 of How Marion Works. I'm your host, Layla Price-Bodkin, in great company with co-host Lillian Harshaw. Welcome.
The one and only.
Today, we get to welcome Captain Drew Tittle with the Marion Police Department, who's going to talk about all the exciting things for the youth, the community, and much more. And don't worry, Drew, I'm going to drive the bus. We welcome Drew to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, we are so glad to have you and on your day off. So we're very thankful that you're with us today. And Lillian, if you're doing okay over there with your allergies.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We are ready for our first icebreaker question.
Okay, this is how it goes. I'll ask her, then you, and then me. So
Okay.
this will give you time to think about your answer, okay?
Okay.
You ready, Layla?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you rather travel to the past or to the future?
Man, these questions are so good.
Thank you.
And I immediately think of Back to the Future and all of the craziness that would happen with trying to change something in the past. And so there's actually a show that was so good. It was called 11/22/63. And it was about traveling to the past also. Mm-hmm. But that was something that was revealing that the past doesn't want to be changed. And I think that would be a reason to visit the past, to maybe try to change something. Mm-hmm. Or just to kind of be like, oh, this is the way it was, and we already know.
Right.
So I think I'm going to choose to travel to the future.
Okay.
Just to see, okay, this is what it's like. Okay, what can we look out for to maybe try to prevent it from happening?
Right. Okay. Good answer.
That's my answer.
That's your answer. Good answer. Yes.
I think I would go to the past.
Okay. Why?
Well, I know there's the issues that you talked about with like the time continuum and the Back to the Future stuff, but
Right.
I just think there's so few things that you don't know what the outcome is, or you don't know what's going to come in the future, and to me that's exciting to think about what might happen. Like you have the opportunity to find out if you're ever going to have a boy or a girl when your wife is pregnant. Some people choose not to do that. My parents chose not to do that.
Yeah.
My wife and I chose to do that, and I kind of look back and I think, man, that would have been cool to have that surprise of not knowing what's coming. So I would go back to the future, or
Go back to the future.
I would go
With the
back
flux
to the
capacity.
past and just
Love it.
look at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 2 for 2 for that because I same thing. I think I'd rather go to the past.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know what's going to happen in the future, but like you, at the same time, I really don't want to know because it's like some things. I don't think I want to know what's going to happen in the future,
Yeah.
but the past,
I'm
like
with you there.
certain
I don't wanna know.
historical moments that happened in the past, I would love to actually be there, to be a part of it, to visit it, just all of that, to embrace that actual real moment and emotion that that we're embracing. Because it's one thing to read about history and be impressed by what happened, but just imagine actually being there would be like so cool. So that I think I want to go to the past. And of course, I'm not going to step on nobody's ant or spider and change everything or whatever. But I just want to be in the moment to just be like, wow, I was there when that happened.
Yeah.
When Martin Luther King made this speech, I was actually
Yeah,
there.
like be a part of that
I was
event.
in the event, then, fade into black and go back to present day. just want to be there. Things like that. So,
musically, I would go back.
Musically, I would be at every
reasons
Prince
alone.
concert. Oh God, yeah. But but yeah,
Beatles concert.
So I would love to travel to the past, and that would be me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Good question. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
And so, Drew, as we're getting ready to know you, we would like to just get a brief background of where you were born and raised and your brief education and career history before the Marion Police Department.
Okay. I was born at Marion General before it was Marion Health and grew up in Upland. My mom went to Taylor, my dad went to IW. And so we grew up in Upland. Both my parents were teachers in the Miss School Corporation. My dad was in Marion for a little bit. He actually retired from Marion, but most of the time was in Miss I went to Eastbrook, graduated in 2001. After that, I went to Vincennes University. And then
For what field?
Yeah, I got an associate's in what they called law enforcement. And then after I graduated from there, I transferred to Ball State and finished out with criminology and criminal justice with a bachelor's from there.
Okay, so from there, did you just hire on with MPD?
Well, I started applying at places
Yeah.
right after graduation. Looking back, I should have done that while I was still in college. But yeah, I worked at a small company here in town called Chambers Property Maintenance for about a year.
Yeah.
While I was applying at different places. Marion was the first person that gave me an opportunity to work for him, and so I jumped on that. And that was June 13th, 2006 was when I started there.
Oh, wow.
So with a family that's more teaching education, what drew you, Drew, to become a police officer?
Yeah, I went the total opposite direction. Growing up, we had a neighbor who was a state trooper, Don White, and him and my dad were good friends, and he was always friendly to me, let me look at his car and cool stuff like that. And so I kind of had a little bit of a idea of what I wanted to do. Ended up taking some classes at Vincennes and really enjoyed it. And so I just kept going that direction.
Wow, so you're probably the first in your family to be in law enforcement?
Very first, yes.
Wow, that is so cool. And that's a great story. So Drew, you have, since day one, I would love for you to kind of describe what you are. You're a captain in the patrol division. And so what are your day-to-day duties?
Well, I am the captain of day shift, and typically I work Tuesday through Friday from 6 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. We are currently on 12-hour shift rotation, so with me working 10 hours, I get to work with each crew. There's 2 different crews on day shift. And so we'll start our shift in the morning at 6 with a traditional lineup, which means we'll talk about, some of the things we need to do for the day, vacation watches, extra patrols, areas that are seeing more crime or like school zones that need addressed or areas where there's people blowing stop signs, things like that. And then we'll also talk to the night shift crews that are getting ready to go home for the evening, about some things to look for. Maybe they're looking for a certain suspect or they had a business that an alarm went off, but they couldn't get a hold of a key holder. And so they'll ask us, hey, can you go out to that business, try to make contact with somebody so that when the alarm goes off in the future, we can call them and let them know, hey, it's going off. Everything looks okay, or, maybe there's an issue. So, yeah, that's kind of how the day starts. Typically, with my current position, I will be in an office more than what I normally am. I still wear my uniform every day. I still go out and take calls for service. But most of the time, I'll be in the office doing routine, I guess it's not routine, but other tasks that help the shift run a little bit smoother. So I do a lot of delegating with my other supervisors who are on my shift.
Gotcha. What is it like compared to just driving in a patrol car all day and now you're in the office? Does that feel weird to you?
Very weird, yeah. It definitely took probably 6 months before I actually kind of got used to it because I've spent my entire career on patrol.
Yeah.
I've never done anything. I've not been in detectives or Gene team or anything like that. It's always been patrol for me. So
has it? Okay.
Transitioning to more of a desk duty, if you will, was definitely a change of pace. But it's nice that I still have the opportunity to go out and if I want to stop cars or if I want to, check businesses or anything like that, I still have all that freedom to get out of the office.
Okay.
For the most part, whenever I want.
Well, good. That's good to know. And I mean, even though you aren't on you said that you're not on any special teams per se, but you are on special assignments that
Correct.
I am aware of. I'm aware of a couple of them. But you can talk about in which areas you personally excel or have become most dependable with. Like, what do they ask you to do? If you need me to help answer, I think I can.
Yeah, so I've been put on different task force, if you will, or different committees. One of the things I'm on is the traffic safety committee.
Yes.
So once a month we'll meet with other members of that committee and go over areas that need addressed. For instance, the new apartment buildings that are being built downtown that we had to close off First Street.
Yes.
And part of that would be going over the pros and cons of shutting down First Street and how we would remedy that, because we as officers and the fire department and ambulance crew use that road quite often to get to the west side of town to avoid all the stoplights on 3rd Street.
Right.
And so, we had to figure out a way to open up 2nd Street, make it 2 ways in the future.
So that is going to happen?
Yes.
And it was largely due to safety. I mean, I would say it's your research for ambulance and safety reasons as to why you would do something or not do something, I would think.
Yeah, currently that 2nd Street is a one-way only going east. And so it's got enough room on both sides to run it east and west. And so that was
Gotcha.
one of the things that we decided to do.
Okay, so you're on the traffic safety
Yes.
committee. And I know that you also have some other special assignments that we'll talk about here in a few minutes. What are some challenges in your job, Drew? How do you overcome them? Is it time management? Is it workload? Do you have any challenges that you're dealing with right now?
Me personally, or like officers in general?
As a leader, and you can talk about what your officers, because you basically speak for them, you represent them. So yes, you can definitely talk about what they struggle with as well.
Let's see. So it does get difficult at times to get all of our tasks completed for the day with our calls for service that we have on day shift. We are pretty busy for the most part, especially with like traffic accidents and on top of the other types of calls we go on. So it does get hard at times to complete a report when you're getting sent to calls quite often. As far as, for me, again, I've got that freedom to come in and out of the office. So
That's good.
It makes it nice when I can realize that, hey, we're getting slammed out there on the streets. I want to go out there and check some calls, whether it be, unlocks or car accidents. Some of the stuff other officers don't like to take.
Right.
That's good that you can be flexible, and it really helps them, and they can count on you for that.
Sure. As far as things that I struggle with, being able to kind of maybe turn the job off,
Yes. Yes.
Because, as quote unquote the top officer on day shift, senior or rank wise, there's always something that is kind of needs to be done, and so it does hang around in the back of your mind. Did I get everything done for the day, or what needs to be done tomorrow, or things of that nature. So sometimes just being able to shut it off at the end of the day.
Yeah, you've been a captain for how long?
Since Chief Gilbert came back into the chief's position, so about 3 or 4 years now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I can see how that would just be a constant. It's like taking care of your shift, basically all the shifts, the patrol that you are in charge of. I would love for you to touch on this, because this was something that was very interesting in the newspaper of how the Common Council is moving towards approving the brain electronic therapy program. And when you have officers that are traumatized, basically it's anybody that's in public safety for city government. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's a really great program. The founders of it kind of touched on it in our most recent midwinter training. Kind of went over the things they can provide and the therapies that they do. And it was very intriguing. I know a lot of officers were into that. And it's something that I've considered as well. Because we do see a lot of trauma. I mean, the range of calls that we go on is very broad. And so, one call you might be going on an unlock, where in the next call you're going to domestic, and in the next call you're going to a child victim call.
Yeah.
And so, just to be able to decompress in a way that we don't typically know how to do. We'll talk through our issues or have debriefs, and we have our chaplaincy program that helps out as well. But to be able to get into your brain and really break things down is very intriguing. And with Chief Gilbert and Mayor Morrell working together to try to get that pushed through is a very cool thing.
Yeah, who spearheaded that? Do you know? I just think it's a great opportunity, and it's basically a tool in your toolbox for once it is in effect and inexpensive.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure who got it the ball rolling. I know there were some officers who kind of experimented on their own with it and had some good results.
Oh, good.
And so it was brought to the attention of Chief Gilbert, and Chief Gilbert reached out to the
Tim Harris.
Thank you.
Yes.
And he came down and brought some of his employees and counselors with him, and they went over that in our
That's
midwinter.
great.
And so it was very intriguing for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everything can't be talked among colleagues. Everything can be talked to the clerk, and everything can be talked. The officers come to you. They can't. Some stuff is a little too deep for that, and you don't want to take that home.
Yeah.
Because then that affects. If it affects your home, that's going to eventually affect your work life.
Yeah.
And you don't want the two to mix. So I get why they're doing this for you guys, because y'all go through way too much for the average Joe. So y'all need something to let that out versus keeping it in and then exploding.
Right, for sure. It's one thing to talk to the chaplain or talk to your buddy.
Yes.
But, when you can talk to an actual certified psychologist or,
Right.
or someone in that field.
Because your friend's going to give you their perspective. And even the chaplain's going to give you the Bible perspective, which is absolutely, positively nothing wrong with that. Y'all know I love Jesus. But sometimes people forget professional help is needed for that. I mean, we all need a little counseling. I don't care what nobody say. But I'm glad they're doing that for you. I didn't know about that program.
Yeah,
so that's really awesome. I'm glad they're doing that for you guys.
And we're getting to a point where it's not less manly or shameful to get a little extra help. So that's kind of lowers the stigma. I know back in the old days there was guys who wouldn't.
Men don't cry.
Yeah.
Hold it in.
We're tough guys.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. We're past that. We're way past that.
A lot of us guys are that way as well, but we're also realize that there's more to it these days with technology and research. So
I'm glad they did that for you guys.
Yes, it shows that our community cares, our leaders care, Drew, and then the city council is taking it very seriously. So I'm so glad that is moving forward to help our officers so that they can live their days better and more balanced. All right, well, I'm going to take a quick commercial break to fix my headphones and then to also let you guys know that you can listen to How Marion Works through your favorite platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and many more partners. We highly encourage you to subscribe or follow How Marion Works wherever you listen to podcasts, or simply find all of our episodes on howmarionworks.com.
If you could be any age for one whole year, what age would that be and why? This is almost like the past, present, but this was a little funner. Okay.
Man, so any age, okay. Okay, so I'm going to give you two answers maybe. Can I give you two answers?
If you got two favorite ages in your life, go ahead.
I really enjoyed my senior year in high school. We got to go for the senior trip. I got to go to New Orleans. I was with my family because they lived down there and they helped host. That was a really wonderful experience. And then we got to go to California, Anaheim, and perform at Disneyland in a competition for show choir. And I just felt like my senior year in high school was super awesome.
Okay.
And but you asked the question, it's like profound too, because I feel like I've just gotten so busy in my life and kind of, how you feel overwhelmed and just feel like life is just going too fast. I feel like I just want to live this year again so that I can catch up.
Oh, okay.
So I can catch up with myself.
Okay, cool. Yes.
So it was live any
age for one
year.
whole year.
Again.
And then you got to come right back to good old whatever you are right now.
Or it could be a future age that you could live again.
Okay.
Or that you could live for a year.
Maybe 32.
30. Oh, wow. That is such. Okay, well, 32.
Both my kids were born.
Aw.
And so, just to go back and spend a whole nother year with them being little and roly-poly and chubby.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
That would be nice to go back and just remember. You see the memories on your Facebook or whatever, but to go back and be able to hold them when they're little and stuff like that would be awesome.
Oh, that's so sweet. And here I am about to be selfish. I'm like,
so how old are they now?
My daughter is 14 and my son is 11.
Awesome.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure they listen to this episode. Be like, look, see how much I love y'all.
And how much I wish you were a baby again.
So I said 18. Well, I'm going to say 18, but not my senior year. Like right after graduation. I do not want to go through my senior year all over again.
No?
No, those people are crazy. Love y'all, Northwest
Northwest.
Pioneers. Love y'all, but I don't want to see them again for a whole year. But I will go 18 because this is terrible because it's before the children, before I got married way too young the first time, and it was just me learning me. So I think I want to do 18. The only thing about that is like if I could remember everything and like change it, which would mess everything up as far as I wouldn't have the kids, I wouldn't have all that, but that would be ideal. But if I could just do 18 again and just have a good time, just be young and not worry about bills and life. And so, 18.
Okay, we got 2 18s and a 32.
I know.
That is so interesting. I love the question.
Now. Yeah, I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I could have said 30. Then that would have been all my babies were babies. And
yeah. Well, we have, I don't know. I said 2 answers though. And
you did.
Just
you
to live. And I will say I'm 46 years old, but I just feel like I have so many aspirations. I want to write more songs. I want to have more time. And so I kind of just want to catch myself up so I can, be able to do all those things that I feel like I never have time for.
Okay, second age, I will say 30. Because I felt like I was an official adult at 30. Yeah. I was grown. I had my own and the children, blah, 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 blah.
That was the year my life turned around.
Life was getting good as far as like I felt like I knew where I was going at 30. So, because since you told your age, I'm 54. So, I would say 30.
How Marion Works is sponsored by the City of Marion. This podcast covers the inner workings of city government to better serve you.
Well, since we're given 2 numbers, right? I'll do 22. How about that?
Okay, so why 22?
Senior year of college.
Yes.
I was dating my current wife. Or my only wife. Sorry, sweetie. You're my only wife.
My current wife.
She's going to be like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, my wife and I were just dating at the time. Senior year of college. It's fun times,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, you have an emotional one and us.
That's right.
We all did one emotional and one fun.
Yeah, that's great.
We did it, guys.
We did it. Okay, Drew, we're going to talk about some fun things that are going on right now. We have different programs, events, and so I would love for you to talk about the Youth Academy. This is one of your special assignments, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's definitely special and a lot of fun. That was something that former Chief Haley asked me to start taking over, and so the first year I did that was 2022, and so that was definitely a learning year. It was a year that the former officer that was running it had recently retired, and so it was my first year doing it.
Gotcha.
A lot of learning experiences that year, and so I've done it the last few years, and it's been a lot of fun these last few years.
Talk about the age group and also the areas of instruction. I would love for you to just kind of give the meat and potatoes of that program.
So it's 12 to 14 years old. This year it's July 21st through the 24th. So it's about 3.5 days. It's Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is a half day. And with Friday, that half day, there's a graduation ceremony at the end of it. And so, it's a lot of fun. We go through all different types of areas in the police department. We'll meet up with the fire department. The ambulance crew is coming one day, and
nice.
And so we'll go look at their ambulance. We've got Stat Flight, the helicopter service, is flying in to Ballard Field, and so the kids get to watch it, land and take off. And so we look at all their gear inside there. We'll do the SWAT team will do a demonstration for them. So that's always fun. We'll set up an EVO course, which is emergency vehicle operators, and run them through a traffic scenario and a traffic stop. We'll do some high-speed driving with them in the passenger seats. They'll go through crime scenes. We'll have detectives will set up a mock crime scene, and they'll have to work it and try to figure out what happened and, find the clues and find a suspect. And
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then you have K-9.
Yes, the K-9 program will be out there for sure. And they bring out their dogs. We've got 5, almost 6 at this point, dogs. We also have our therapy dog. That'll be there as well.
Oh,
Zion? Zion, yep. So the K-9 dogs will do a demonstration, sniffing different boxes, trying to find a narcotic.
Nice.
In years past, we've allowed, the kids to put on a bite sleeve and let the dog bite the sleeve.
I was about to ask you
Yeah.
that. Did
Oh,
they do
man,
that?
that's crazy.
Yeah, and so pretty much every aspect of the Marion Police Department, they get to see. Oh, one of the huge hits is being able to rappel off a building.
Yes,
And-
that's probably
What?
the most
Yeah.
exciting
Yes.
and probably the scariest for them.
It is. It's definitely a trust building scenario. They've got to get over their fear of, if they have a fear of heights or if they have a fear of not being able to trust their partner or the equipment.
Yeah.
And it's definitely, I've done that as well when I was on SWAT. And so it's definitely a fear. You got putting all that trust into your equipment and trust into the person at the bottom who is, your safety net as well. And so it's really fun to watch the kids, get up there and be nervous and kind of struggle, but then eventually get to a point where they can back off the edge of the building.
Oh no! I wish this was. I wish I could see my face. Oh no! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a lot of fun.
it is.
So they fall back?
Yeah, so
Yes.
we have them standing with their back. Well, actually, they stand on the edge of the building, facing the building, and they will walk backwards, basically down the side of the building.
They're
no.
connected and they're just rappelling down, just walking down with the help of the officers, one at the top and one at the bottom.
Yep, and that's something that the fire department will come out and help with. They do a lot of training with rappelling. And so we've got some guys who have been through some training to be rappel instructors, but the fire department's right there helping us out to make sure everything's
That's
safe.
good.
Oh,
That's good. And well, yeah, it is scary. I know that I personally would be scared to do it, and I don't know if I would. I think I would.
No, I did zip line. And
Do you
that
have
was
to do
scary
it to
enough.
graduate?
You don't have to. We don't force anybody to do
Yeah.
it. We encourage everyone to try. We've had some kids in the past that'll get up there, they get all the equipment on, and they just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't get past that mental block, and that's okay. We just want
Yeah.
to challenge the kids to do something different and to build some strengths in areas they're not usually used to.
And then they can actually see and feel what you guys go through.
Yeah.
So they can
Yeah.
put some respect on it. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the whole 3.5 days?
The rappelling is really fun. It's fun to watch them get over that fear. There's not a whole lot more that's going to be scarier for them than that scenario right there.
Yeah.
If you're riding in a car, you're a passenger. If you're, having the dog bite the sleeve, it's not going to go through the sleeve.
Right.
Yeah.
But getting up there on that building, you might be on the first floor, but that first floor is, 15 feet up.
Right. Mhm.
Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you get up there,
It's a lot.
You're looking down and thinking, good grief, this
Yeah.
is pretty high up here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So we actually go up to the second floor as well and let them go off that if they're comfortable with it. So
Oh, wow.
I would encourage both of you to come out and try.
That's great.
You just want to see me cry.
We have had some kids cry, but we did have one kid that was absolutely terrified and they cried, but they pushed through and they did it. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
You gonna do it? Layla?
Maybe one of these days.
I don't know. That's a lot of praying.
I have
All
to
right.
be pushed. Don't push me. I mean, mentally pushed to do it. But the benefits,
I'm sweating
you're
just thinking
absolutely
about it.
right, Drew. You have a lot of skill sets that they learn. They just get a general sense of what a police officer does, and they can get over a fear
Yeah.
or two.
Another cool thing about that is we make them do physical fitness every day.
Good.
With the goal of no matter if you're in good shape or you may be in poor shape, we're not going to leave anybody behind. And so, a lot of times you'll see like the kids who finish first will go back and
Yeah.
help the kids who are
Oh,
towards the
nice.
end get through. And, we're really pushing that don't leave anybody behind. Everybody's going to get through it. Yeah, it stinks at the time, but the benefits towards the end. And it was weird. Last year was the first year I'd ever seen. Sergeant Kilgren is the one who runs our physical fitness. He's a former Army enlisted Army guy, and so
Wow.
he really pushes the kids, and the kids are miserable. There's no
Yeah.
getting around it. It's terrible. It's
Yeah.
hot. It's humid.
Yeah.
You're working outside,
Yeah.
but I would say almost every kid towards the end of the academy at graduation said their favorite part was physical fitness with Sergeant Kilgren, and
Wow.
I think that's
Really?
because some of them have never been pushed to get through something that's terrible and not fun.
They just let them
Yeah.
be like, you can stop now.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
when you get pushed through something difficult and you get to the end, it's so rewarding. And so the kids seeing them push through something difficult, like the rappelling, like the physical fitness.
So is it
Yeah.
like an obstacle course?
No, it's more like push-ups, sit-ups,
Okay.
lifting weights, running around the building. If you get a chance to get out and watch them, last year was pretty awesome. Like Sergeant Kilgren had them like lifting dumbbells while they're running around the building.
Oh, wow.
Or doing burpees, things that are really difficult. And
Okay.
so
Yes.
it's a lot of fun.
We will definitely catch a few activities. It always seems to fly by, for all of us that are around. And it's like, oh, it's already over. So we'll have to make a point to visit some of the activities that they do. But that's a wonderful addition that you mentioned, that it's like a sense of achievement for something that is a challenge.
Yeah, and we've even had some kids that have graduated the academy that now work for the police department.
Really?
And so it's
That's
pretty awesome to see it come full circle. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so cool. So would you happen to know if there are still some openings this year, just in case we can help fill that with this podcast?
Yeah, we are still taking applications. There's a form they have to fill out that includes all their information, emergency contacts. But they also have to do like a little survey, or not a survey, but like a
Like evaluation.
they have to write a little report.
essay.
I guess. Essay. Thank you. An
Okay.
essay.
You're
Thank you. On why they think they should be included. But yes, we are still
Okay.
taking applications. We
With
do.
Melanie?
Yes, Melanie, you can send it to her. You can call her. She can send you the link or send you an application. We are still accepting those.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. So we would like to get into if you're hiring or not, and if someone is interested in a career with MPD, what is the best way to learn more and apply? I have learned that a good person to talk to is Deputy Chief Chris Butchie. He just wants to talk to you if you have questions about wanting to be a police officer, and his number is 765-506-6731. So that is Deputy Chief Chris Butchie. And then also, do you have any advice for an aspiring officer?
I do. As your first question was if we're hiring, I think we're at full capacity right now. However, we are always taking applications. We're always putting people through the physical fitness standards and the written evaluation to build a list for future candidates.
Yes, good.
It does typically take at least 6 months to a year to get hired on from the time you put your application on, if we're in a hiring phase.
Yeah.
And then secondly, any advice for you? I would say plan ahead. Because like when I applied in July of 2005, and it wasn't until June of 2006 before I got hired.
Oh, okay.
And like I said earlier, I wish I would have started when I was in college applying for places.
Right.
Because it just does take a while to do, background checks, to go down to Indy and do your perf evaluations, your physical fitness stuff, your labs. All that stuff just takes for a really long time. From your interview on day one to you get hired on, it just takes a long time. So plan ahead if you feel like it's something you want to do. And then as far as, again, planning ahead, make sure you're making good decisions out there, before you're a police officer. A lot of that stuff goes with you as you get through.
That's really good advice.
Yeah. Education's obviously important, but it's not a mandatory. Basically, a high school diploma or GED is what minimum standard is. But obviously, anytime you get more education, it's going to help you in your field, no matter what it is.
Right.
How old do you have to be to apply?
To apply, there's really 18, but you can't be a police officer until you're 21. So the day that you're appointed, you have to be 21. So.
But that's good to know, because you said it's good to get on the ball early. But how early?
Yeah.
So when they're
So 18.
18, what do they, if they are accepted, what are they doing, if anything?
I mean, nothing really, because you'd have to wait another 4 years.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
3 years until you get, to be 21. So I would say you don't necessarily need to put it until you're about 20,
Okay.
but you
Yeah.
could do it earlier than that.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
we do have internship programs for some of the younger people who want to do that. We also offer ride-alongs as
Okay.
well.
So do you have an internship program right now to where you could accept someone if they were interested right now?
Currently, I believe that spot is filled.
Okay,
we've got
but
some
they could
IWU
still
kids that come in.
get
that
on
are
a
with us
waiting
now.
list, right?
They could possibly, yes.
Nice.
I would do a ride along,
Okay.
but I
Yeah,
don't want to
totally.
jump from nothing. But I'll do a ride along.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do that.
I've done it. It wasn't with Marion Police. It was with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, and we were going down the highway pretty fast.
Yeah.
We do that from time to time.
Yeah. I do that.
Well, I've noticed that your socials are great. I would love for the public to just get connected with Marion Police Indiana on Facebook, for instance, because there's a lot of great things going on. Our police officers are just amazing, and there's so many things going on. You guys get involved with National Night Out as for instance, you're doing a lot of activities. You've got the drone program. People can learn more about the drone program. Are you involved at all with that?
No, I'm not.
I didn't think so, but you've got guys that are, and so that's a great program. I do want to mention that National Night Out this year is August 4th, and it's always the first Tuesday in August, so you can always count on that. And it's been out in the gardens of Motter Park, so we're going to be doing the canine demonstrations like we did last year, some DJ music, the bounce house that's the Johnny Law's car and Johnny Law. The drone will be flying, and you'll be doing the beer goggles thing, that demonstration there.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff that people can do while the fire department grills the hot dogs for you.
Hey, we all got to eat, I guess.
Yeah. We'll have some food trucks too out there, but that's something that we're getting ready to plan. Something very exciting that we do. Anything else that you wanted to promote, whether it's a project or an event that's coming up, anything that you
want to shout out?
You can shout out if you want. Anything at all. Before we wrap up our show, but definitely follow the socials.
Yes, we have Facebook and Instagram. I don't think we're on any of the other platforms, but those are the two major ones that we have. I think it's Marion Police, Indiana, for our Facebook page.
Very good. Well, thank you for being such a trooper with the icebreaker questions. And I wanted to segue and ask you guys to follow us, City of Marion IN, on our TikTok channel, because we're getting ready to release something really special. We're not going to say too much about it right now, but we just want to make sure that you are following us on our TikTok, City of Marion IN, and we'll get into that. And it's tied to the How Marion Works podcast, just so you know. Just a little something, little teaser. Thank you so much, Drew. It's been great talking to you and getting to know you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, friends, for making How Marion Works a part of your playlist. Find us on Apple, Spotify, and many more major platforms. Episodes release every other Monday at 5 a.m., so follow us or subscribe on your favorite place for podcasts. For Captain Drew Tittle and Lillian Harshaw, I'm Layla Price-Bodkin, and this is How Marion Works.
Thank you for listening to the How Marion Works podcast. We hope you'll join us next time.